Hello everyone. Welcome to my demonstration of UGA Job Finder, a job finding website built for University of Georgia students and alumni using Next.js, MongoDB, and TypeScript. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. As you can see, I have my IDE open, and I'll go ahead and open package.json file. You can see I have my script section right here, followed by dependencies, followed by dev dependencies, and you'll also see that I have the latest Next.js release. We have TypeScript enabled, and we are also using MongoDB and Mongoose here for backend. While still in the IDE, I can go ahead and click Add Folders, which is in SRC, and I can show you my client-side routes here in the login, the sign up, and then the splash page. As you can see, each of these have a page.tsx file. And also under the app folder, we have a API folder, which again has two folders, login and sign up, which each has like a route.ts file and for CRUD operations on the job and users. This confirms the required stack, which is Next, Mongo, and TypeScript. So now, while still being an unauthenticated user, I'll switch to MongoDB Compass here. Here we can see my initial connections. Initial collections in the database are null because I just reset the database. We have the sample mflix, but this is for a different project. Right now, for the final project, the collection that I've named test, you can see as for now we have no tests. So this is going to show you that we don't have any data right now, and I'll actually go ahead and navigate to our website. Here you can see we have our homepage for the website, UGA Job Finder. You can see a logo up here, UGA. We are proud Bulldogs. Uh, our name, and then a welcome message followed by a brief description, and we have two buttons right under it. We have a browse job, and then we have upload resume button, but you can clearly see how it's grayed out. You can click it despite me like clicking it again, and you can see it says please sign in, log in to use this functionality. And similar to browse jobs, we also have this button here up in the nav bars that says jobs. Both have the same function. Both will take you to an items page, which will have all the jobs listing. Then we have login and then sign up page right next to it. We'll set up account and then log in later, but I'll show you our homepage first. We have a brief. I choose our website, all the benefits of it. We have access resources for students and alumni, and then we have some feedback from our users. And again, here we have a ready to take the next step, and then join our community, and then find your career. And you have a get start button, which will take you to sign up. So we'll go ahead and we'll click. Actually, before I do sign up, let me show you how we have this, how we have implemented this feature where it's gonna block you out from doing entering any wrong credentials. So let's say I'll do rrr at uga.com, and then the password will I will just say password, and then I'll log in. And as you can see, it says invalid credentials because there was no such user in our database because we had emptied it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign up. Uh, I'm gonna say my name is Naveen. I'm gonna put my email as naveensidani@gmail.com, and then I'm gonna put a password here. And I'll go ahead and click create account, and it gives us a message account created redirecting to login. And once our account is ready, we can go ahead and enter our details here. Okay, I'm gonna log in, and it says login successful, redirecting. It brings you back to the welcome homepage. And as you can see, we clearly have the upload resume button unlocked now. I'll come back to the upload resume button, but as far as you can see, the upload resume, and then up here we have the we don't have the sign up and login anymore. We instead have add job and log out. Those change once you log in and become an authenticated user. Um, now, so as I told you earlier, that all the database in MongoDB is empty. But now that we've signed up, we'll go ahead and refresh our data cluster here, and we should see. There we go. I told you test, and under test we have users, and there we see Naveen, my name up here, the email I used to set it up, and then we have a password um, which is clearly not plain text. Um, it's a bcrypt hash to encrypt the password. And um, let's now go back to our website and let's show you the jobs page. As you can see right now, we have 0 jobs because we had an empty database. So what I'm gonna do is sync jobs. What this is gonna do is there's gonna go through the website that we're using, uh, and it's going to scrape through all the job listings on that website. It's a UGA website, so it's going to scrape through around 900 plus jobs and about 33 different uh, pages, and it's going to scrape every job title, its department or company, its description, posted, ad date, and a few other details. And it's going to sync up, and then it's going to pull them in, and then it's going to display them right here. Uh, let's give it a second to pull in, and then I also have a search bar right here, so once the jobs show up, I'll display its use. And we have two more filters here. I'll also show their usage. Let's give it a second and wait for it to populate the website. As you can see, once the job is successful, it says sync 493 jobs. That's how many jobs we have right now. And it's going to show you a counter right here, 943 jobs. And all these are the different jobs. As you can see, if I go on, this is easily 900 plus jobs. I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to show you how each job card has a, a job title, the department that the job's at, and like an image associated with it. Also, as you can see, once we hover over the card rises. We can display that later. First, I'm going to show you this button right next to sync jobs. This is the edit jobs button, and what it does is it gives you two options. One, you can delete a job. This is mostly for admin purposes, where you can, let's say I don't like this business manager job, or I entered some details wrong, so I'll go ahead and click delete. And as you can see, it's 493 jobs right now, and I'm going to go ahead and say yes to this message just for confirmation. You can see we do not have the business manager job anymore, and then the count went down by 1. And simultaneously, we also have this other feature where you can click save on the jobs you like. Let's say I like this TPS scheduler, and then I'm also into research, so I'll save these. And as I was talking about earlier, we have these filters. So once you have some jobs saved and you log out and you come back again, and you don't want to scroll all the way, these are just at the top. What if you were having some jobs at the bottom? So you could just do favorites only, and it's just going to show those two or however many favorites you had. And then you can remove this, you can go back to normal, or you can like use this filter. Let's say I want to find a job in Bolton, so it's going to show me jobs at Bolton only. Or if I'm going to do all filters and I, let's say, want to work in IT, it's going to show me anything related to IT. Actually, let's do a specific, see, cyber, right here. And I showed you the filters, and then we can also test out the add jobs function right here. Let's say I want to add a new job listing, so I can just do it from this page. I can go ahead and type in the job title, senior engineer, And then I'll add the company, let's say Acme Horror. And for the image, I'll just leave that blank right now. But you'll see how leaving this blank doesn't affect it. I click Add Jobs. This, if you remember it right, I deleted one job from 943. It went down to 942, and then I added another job, so it went back up to 943. And we'll find our job here. If I type senior engineer, there we go. And since this was clearly a bogus and dummy job listing, I'll just go ahead and delete it. It asks me for information, and there you go. I'll remove this, and we're back to all our website, all our listings. Now, let's actually go back to the upload resume function. This is very cool. So what you do is you click upload resume, and it brings you to this page where you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna choose resume. You're gonna upload your resume. This is a default resume I found on Google. I'll go ahead and attach it. You click upload and continue. And as you can see, you have a couple of job matches here. So what this actually does is we've implemented an API called Resume Parser API, and it's going to go through your resume and it's going to select certain keywords or based on your previous experiences and your skills, and it's going to match it with the current job listings on our website. And it's going to generate a match score, and it's going to display your top matches. So as you can see, auxiliary accounting intern was a good match for that person whose resume I grabbed from the internet. And similarly, you have like 9 other matches up here. And I also wanted to quickly display how, like, when you're hovering over this job, if I want to apply to this, how am I going to do that? I'm just going to go ahead and click it, and it's going to take me to a page where I can apply for this job right here, and it's going to give me some more description. This is the UGA website. And another thing that I want to show was how this edit jobs function only appears once you're logged in and authenticated. So if I go back to being logged out right here, see the edit job function, the button just goes away. Otherwise, it's pretty similar. Um, Also, let me quickly move on and actually go to the there we go. Okay, so we're gonna quickly show how components are defined. I'll just give you one example. Um, we can actually go up to, let's say, components right here, and then I'm just gonna go to this items.tsx file, and as you can see, uh, right here, we have our a fully functional component definition, title, image, company, and all the other parameters we needed for this to work. And it takes a prop like a job data and returns a style JSX, as you can see right here. Um, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then also show you how the submit handler for a form works, and then this is gonna be under and there we go, app items, and then we have add right here, page.tsx, and then we have our handle submit function. In the handle submit function, we're implementing the functionality for it to prevent default form submissions. and also it directly sends the job data to this page, which is right here under API jobs, and then add. And then this one just goes ahead and pushes it on the website. And then I can also show you the models defined in the models folder. Right here, we have the job models right here, and then users. I'll just go ahead and show you jobs first. This is the schema that defines how job data is stored in MongoDB. You can see title here, company, link, description, location, posted ad, favorite. Now uh, all these like little information nuggets are going to be stored in MongoDB database. And then I can also go ahead and show you the uh, implementation of the card component using the children prop. This is going to be under um, hidden components and items. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you the handling of promises returned from the database operation that implement the CRUD operations. So we can go ahead and uh, go to app, and then under API, I think it's under jobs. Also, this is another example of how our data is uh, in the how our data component is defined: title, company, skills, description, and then I'm gonna go back and show you how um, jobs. No, not this. What DS? Let's there we go. Sender API. And then this is the routes and endpoints to create or to implement the CRUD operations. Like right here, we have our delete. This route handles a specific delete operation, as you can see, delete, and then I can also show you the middleware to restrict certain routes to authenticated users. This is going to be and this is the authentication auth.ts file. This gets us um, this gets us the authentication done, and then um, for the for the API that we used, it's gonna be under library right here.